Hello, I'm Ethan Joshnegg, and I've been playing pickleball for 2 years, and I play at the 5-0 level. To tell you a little about myself, I've been playing tennis the majority of my life, and I switched to pickleball about 2 years after high school, and now I've loved it ever since. I also just completed 4 years in the military, and I'm looking to pursue pickleball full-time. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to hit the spin serve and read it. What is the spin serve? The spin serve is putting manipulation on the ball to make it go in a direction that you want it to go. The first thing we should talk about mechanics-wise is how to hold the ball. When you're holding the ball, you should be looking to put your two fingers on the opposite sides of the ball. You can also opt to put two fingers on one side and your thumb on the other. I personally use one, but it's preferable to use two when you have smaller hands. After you've figured this out in your position of the ball, all you're gonna do is simply snap your finger and it's gonna go up. Most of the time, the first time you do it, it's probably going to just go all over the place and you're gonna just throw it on the ground. Like, that's just what happens sometimes, but it's all about being comfortable with it. One of the things you should know about the spin serve is that it is not easy to master. It takes a lot of time and effort to put in to get the best performance from it. I personally have been working on it off the court myself for over 2 months. Just at home, all I'll do is I sit there and I spin the ball. I don't care what it does, it's just to get control. But don't think you're just going to go out onto the court and be able to do it after 1 week of practice. It is gonna take lots of time. You might be able to do the spin, but then figuring out how to get it to do something on the court also takes time. It's multiple steps. It's not just, oh, I'm gonna do this and it's gonna do something. It takes time. Once you get this rhythm down of tossing the ball, then you're ready to move on to hitting the ball and making it do something on the court. So when we're looking to change the direction of the ball, that's when you're going to just orient your body or your wrist in the direction you want it to go. So we're gonna go take an example over here of how to hit the ball or you're gonna orient your body. So I'm on the left side of the court. If I want it to kick to the left, I'm gonna keep my wrist to the left. Otherwise, if I want it to kick to the right, I'm gonna keep my wrist going towards the right. Sometimes I personally will keep my body straight and I will just change my arm just so it throws people off. Now you can look to either hit with the ball or against the ball. So if I'm going to spin it this direction, hitting with the ball is hitting in the direction that the spin is gonna go. So when you hit it in the direction that it's gonna go. I'm gonna give an example. When you do that, all you're looking to do is hit with the ball. But that's so it will kick more in the direction that you are hitting into to give it a more profound kick. Now when you're hitting against the ball, it's when you hit against the spin that you're already putting on it. And when you hit against the spin that you're already putting on it, it's going to take away a little bit of that kick effect, but if your opponent doesn't understand the serve, it'll throw them off a little bit because they're thinking it's going one way and then it goes the other, and that's where they just get tossed up. So another variation that you can put on the ball besides the spin is the pace that you hit it at. The harder you hit the ball, normally the less of a kick that you're gonna get, just because it doesn't give the time for the ball to move in the direction that you're kicking it. So the slower you hit it, the more opportunity it has to kick to another direction. But if you hit hard into it, it'll have a more micro spin and kick. And then at that point, you're just looking to throw off their contact point. You're not necessarily going to always ace someone with this serve, but it will put them out of position. That's what I personally look to do. If I see someone, for instance, if I see someone leaning closer to this on the left side of the court and they're leaving their middle open, that's when I will hit harder, but I will spin into the direction going to the middle of the court just because they keep leaning. So to wrap things up, we're gonna talk about the advantages and disadvantages of the spin serve. So obviously the advantage of the spin serve is that it spins and goes in an opposite direction or other direction that your opponent thinks. But the disadvantage as well to hitting the spin serve is it comes back with some wonky stuff sometimes, and it can alter your shots the way that you're hitting in your contact points. If you put enough spin on the ball, it comes back and it will spin too. So it takes time to get adjusted to that as well. And your partner, the people you play with, are also affected by this. Don't think it's just you. I'm Ethan Joshnegg. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll see you next time.